Hey, I'm Mike Beckrell, and today we're going to take a look at the introduction to Kirk Hammett's solo on Master of Puppets. Let's take a look. So first we're going to take a look at what notes he plays. Then we're going to take a look at the way he picks it. So first, the thing he's playing over is the verse riff. So it's kind of in an E minor kind of situation. So for the first variation on this line, the notes he's playing is A on the 17th fret here on the E string, E on the 12th fret, C on the 13th fret of the B string, and then B on the 12th fret of the B string. Those are the four notes. So he's playing this triplet pattern. 1, 2, 3, and then it goes back up. Now these notes, they spell out basically an A minor triad with an added B in it, which is kind of like the 9th or the 2nd. But really it's A, E, C. So we have an A minor triad right there, and the B is kind of serving as a little passing note. And then the next variation he plays, he jumps down to the G. And when you come down to the G, the notes we have is G, E, C, and B. Now that's actually a C major 7 arpeggio, straight up. Or if you're still thinking of the A, that could be an A minor 7. We just got rid of the root and replaced it with the flat 7th, being the G. So either way, it's important to think about what notes he's using, because then you could actually use this concept in your own ways later on if you understand how to use it. So he plays the A minor 3 times, the C major 7 once, the A minor twice, the C major 7 one more time. And that's the entirety of this first line. And then he just pulls out from A to E real quick. So basically what he's doing is he's playing an arpeggio. Whichever shape you're using is still an arpeggio. So this is something we can take and move to different keys. And so if we want to do this over E minor, we're doing different keys, D minor. And I know that stretch might become too much in some places. So maybe you just play this version. So right there, I'm playing an F major 7 arpeggio, or a D minor 7 with an added second in there. And all I'm doing is taking the same exact shape and just moving it throughout the fretboard, and just realizing what my notes are. So if I'm thinking of the A as the root in this first part, so wherever my pinky lands, that's my root. So here's E. It's like I have an E minor add 2 arpeggio. Come down here, that's going to be the flat 7th, or it could be a G major 7, because my root would be here in that case. So we can take this around and move this to any arpeggio sequence that we can fit it in. Now, as far as picking goes, the technique that I use for this, I'm not sure if this is exactly how Kirk Hammett picks it, but I have a feeling it is. The technique is called shuffle picking. It's a technique I learned from Jimmy Herring. And if you haven't checked out Jimmy Herring, please check him out. He's one of my favorite guitar players. He's incredible. But what the technique is, so it's the thing of, a shuffle rhythm, like a blues. That kind of loose 8th note rhythm, where it's, long, short, long, short, long. But we're going to apply that to the triplet that we're playing. So the first note we're going to pick and pull off to the second note. We're going to pick that down. And then we're going to pick up here. And then we're going to pick down, hammer on, and then pick up there. So if you think of that, we're pick, pull off, pick, hammer, pick, and that's our sequence. If you look at my picking hand, it's doing that shuffle pattern. And so that's why that's where it gets its name from. And this makes it easier to play quickly, because you're only picking, you're picking 4 of the 6 notes. And it gives you a different sound. If I pick everything, it gives it a bit of a stiffer sound than that to me sounds a little looser, a little more legato. So we broke down the first part of the Master Puppet solo. I hope you'll take this concept and apply it to other things. Apply it to different arpeggios, maybe different chord types, different progressions. Try to make this actual line a part of your phrasing. You could take it to a pentatonic scale. By applying it to the same exact kind of thing, you can apply it to all sorts of sequences like that. So I hope you take that and run with it. So thanks for checking out the lesson. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.